Hello, welcome to my stables, and welcome back to Chernobylite. Last episode, we went and met Tarkon, and we gained some more information about Tatyana, and we also fixed that and burned the documents so that way we could be in people's good graces. And surprisingly, I was out here and not in my bed, but of course Tanya's like, Igor, I need you. Maybe at the residential. Shut the hell up.
Got a sec, partner?
Shoot.
Uh-oh, new quest.
I know how to make small, shaped charges. Perfect for demolition locks.
Right. I can see that coming in handy.
But first, I need you to pick up the plastique left over from the Dugar radar operation.
Explosives are surely dangerous, but very useful, and I mean, I'm gonna take his street cred for word, so yeah.
Sounds like it's worth it.
I'm a practical man. I wouldn't go suggesting shit like this if it was just a waste of time. I built my first pipe bomb when I was 8. I can make a charge from just about anything.
How did such a promising young man ever end up here?
I've left some plastique in my old hidey-hole. Bring it here and I'll get it to work. Ready to go?
Sure.
I marked the building on your map. It's in the Duga radar facility.
Alright. Anyone else?
Nothing is ever as it seems with Mikhail, is it? What is he dragging you into this time? The NAR fish tank is a very murky and dirty place. Can you really tell the difference between a big fish and a bottom feeder when you meet them?
That's why we're gonna go check it out, isn't it, Tanya? Oh, what the hell? This is new.
Let's leave this place forever, Igor. Let's just go, please.
Leave? But where would we go?
Anywhere. America or Western Europe? With your brilliance and my charm, we could live any place we want.
Well, that's a dangerous fantasy, Tanya. The kind that could get us arrested. You know that. Our life is here now.
This life, as you call it, is going to be the death of us one day.
Well then. Haha! The traitor! How you doing, my man?
Stop right there. You're on Pripyat Bradford turf now.
Alright, let's do a
You
trade.
mentioned something about trade. What kind of things do you have? What about this,
That'll be one.
Sure thing.
Here you go. It's just
Alright, thank you.
I better be going.
Bradford forever.
Alright, let's see what we got. Nice. Very nice. Awesome.
I could use another cup of coffee, preferably with brandy.
I shot his head off. Oh my god.
Another hour gone, 3 more to go. Fucking hell.
That music is actually deterring me.
What's that smell? Did someone take a shit out here or what?
Oh no, I just shot his helmet off. Okay.
We have to go. There's been an accident. We need to evacuate the children and staff. Buses from all over the country are coming to pick everyone up. Hurry!
But I can't just leave the kindergarten unattended.
No discussions, please. You'll thank us later.
Oh my god. That's absolutely horrible.
You can't hide under your bed, Oleg. You're a big boy now. Tomorrow you're going to see your daddy. Oh, want to be a fireman like him? You're going to have to be brave then. Lena, your husband works in the power plant, right? No, I'm having some weird dreams lately. I must be tired, is all.
Uh-huh.
I'm in position. How is this a good vantage point? No tower, no hill?
Right. You won't need a tower. There should be a control unit nearby. Find it and power it up.
S112, wow. S125 Picor, Operator's Field Manual, Part 2A, Launching and Acquiring Guidance Procedure in Full Combat Readiness. Launching procedure may be initiated only after acquiring confirmation codes from the P-15 Target Acquisition Radar. Checklist 1. Acquiring information codes from the P-15 Target Acquisition Radar. Establishing connection with the SNR-125 I/D band tracking, fire controlling guidance radar. Initializing PRV-11 E-band height finder. Self-test of missile systems guidance, engine, hydraulic, radio communication. Commence launch procedure. Part 2B. Launching and acquiring guidance procedure when full combat readiness is not possible. Checklist. Establishing connection with SNR-125I/D band tracking, fire controlling guidance radar. Initializing PRV-11 E-band height finder. Commence launch procedure. Important note, use only at the direct order of the NAR Chief of Security, General Kozlov, Lieutenant Shapayev, handwritten note. If I ever catch any of you idiots playing with the systems again, I'm going to have you scrubbing the barracks, shitters with your own toothbrushes for a month straight. Oh, good God.
Found it. What is this thing? Mikhail, what are you not telling me? And where is this big fish?
He'll be flying over in a helicopter pretty soon. All you need to do is fire up the missile defense system. The rest is automated. Pretty fucking awesome, right? It's old Soviet technology. I found it totally by chance. Don't tell me that's not a great fucking plan.
What? You want me to shoot down a helicopter? Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Au contraire, mon frère. It's the perfectly rational thing to do. Cut off as many of the Hydra's heads as you can! This is insane, Igor. You've no idea who's on board. I know we want to take down NAR, but blowing unidentified targets out of the sky is a war crime.
Yeah.
This is fucking crazy! I am not going to shoot without knowing for certain who's on board that helicopter. It could be women and children for all we know.
You've got to get your head straight, pal. Everyone here, everyone in that chopper, they're all NAR volunteers.
No, they're not.
Every one of them deserves to die for what they did to me and my friends.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm not going to do it. It's over, Mikhail.
You couldn't pull the trigger, huh? I knew it. Don't send a fucking pussy to do it. Ah, fuck!
Accept it and move on. That's not how we do things around here.
You think you can tell me how we do things? My best buddies were slaughtered by these assholes. They tortured us. They clamped electrodes on my fucking nipples. Can you imagine what that's like, huh?
Calm down, Mikhail. I want to get them as much as you, but not like this.
I'm not going to fucking calm down. You robbed me of my revenge. You think you're something special, fucking egghead. Really, you're just a common thief. You are a major fucking disappointment, Igor.
God damn. Oh boy. That was intense. Some of them are, I can see what Mikhail is saying, but the science subjects, or I guess the, people used for experimentation, they're not volunteers. We can always replay the memory and see what happens.
What the hell was that?
I don't have time for cowards and pussies, which is what you are. Piss off!
This guy's downright crazy, but I can't be picky. I need help. He's no use to me if I can't control his crazy. No, tell him to stay.
I know we have our differences, but you really ought to stay. I need you here.
Damn right you do. Don't you ever forget that.
He actually stayed. Okay. Alright, well, let's go talk to everybody. Start with
You
Mikhail.
have a second, Igor?
Sure. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking about my friends. Zina, Yuri, Ludmila, and Igor, your namesake. They were the best fucking guys and gals I've ever known. When I first arrived, I was lost, just stumbling around in the dark like an idiot. They took me in and we became inseparable. The greatest team of stalkers the world has ever seen, will ever see. They called us the Pripyat Five. It was a stupid-ass joke, of course, but I still liked it. Zina was the smart one. Whatever the problem, she always had a solution in her back pocket. She could get us out of every kind of goddamn mess. Yuri was the strongest guy ever. He was our shield. It was like he was carved from wood. Igor was the leader. But really, he was like the older brother I never had. And then there was Ludmila, the party girl. We did so many drugs together. I had a bit of a crush on her, and I think it was mutual. Shit.
I'm really sorry, Mikhail.
Everything reminds me of them. This place. We built it together. Carried all this shit on our backs, like fucking ants. I never worked so hard in my life. It was supposed to be our post-apocalyptic hive. The Pripyat fucking Five in the hive. My homies. My home.
I'm really sorry, Mikhail. I hope you can at least find some closure here.
That's why he was so mad. I can understand that. So he's now at neutral. Let's see. I'm only at 2 skill points. Damn it.
What news, Professor?
Nothing much, Sachko?
How's the investigation going? Any closer to finding your girl?
Well, I'm not giving up yet.
That's the spirit. I'm not giving up on my brother Ruslan either.
No, you should never give up on family. You said something about your father earlier. Won't he be looking for you?
I don't think so.
Why not?
He's dead.
I don't want to talk about it.
Of course, I didn't mean to pry.
I can't say anything good about my old man anyway.
He was the abusive type, huh?
Abusive, sure. I like when culture people use fancy words to describe a shitty situation. He was a sadistic bastard. He used to beat the ever-living crap out of me and Ruslan, until we got too big to take it lying down.
Right, so you fought back?
Yeah, you could say that. We threw the old bastard into the well behind our house.
You did what?
I was hoping he'd drown and solve some of our problems. But like all the other days, that one just wasn't lucky. He just broke his legs.
Oh.
Did you pull him out?
We were going to, but it turned out our neighbor was keeping his moonshine stashed down at the bottom of this well. So, the old man decided to stay put and drink away his pain.
That's an incredible story, Sashko.
Where I come from, that's just everyday life, Professor.
God damn. That's rough. Hearing everyone else's stories compared to ours, Mikhail's right. We're just... we're spoiled.
What's going on, Igor?
Alright, time to talk to Olga, wherever she might be creeping. I apparently can't jump off of that. Olga's chilling by the air purifiers, okay.
Howdy, stranger. Got a sec?
For you, always.
I was just thinking about my mom again. The things she did, things she saw.
She was really something, wasn't she?
Her career started long before Chernobyl. In the 60s, she was already working at the NKVD hospital in Moscow. She was treating other scientists for radiation exposure because, you know, some of them didn't care that much about their own safety.
Oh, I know. There are legends about Kurchatov himself stomping in and out of the first Soviet reactor room without proper protection. They were all careless.
My mom told me they behaved like irresponsible children. She especially remembered one very young lab worker who loved to scare his female colleagues. They would paint his lips, nose, and fingers with powdered radium and wait in a dark room to surprise them.
My God! So his face would glow in the dark.
Funny joke, right? And all it cost him was his life. I hope we're not repeating this kind of mistake with Chernobylite. Who knows? Perhaps we're slowly killing ourselves just by being close to it.
Until we know more, everything we do is a risk. But we have no choice.
I know. I just want you to be careful, okay?
Of course.
Mikhail tried to trick you into shooting down an NAR helicopter. You couldn't go through with it, and Mikhail was furious. Let's
Found it, and...
You'll be flying pretty fuck.
What?
Oh, God, this is I know we will.
Let's see what happens.
I've come this far. Hitting NAR like this will keep them off balance.
Shut up, son. Think of it as.
Oh, red memory?
Georgy Semenov was in the helicopter you shot down. You helped him, and he survived. Let's do it, Igor.
Can't breathe. And my legs. Please, find some medical supplies. Help me.
Interesting.
We have to get you out of here.
No. You go. A search team will be here any minute. They might kill you.
Georgi Semenov.
Honestly, no.
Mikhail tried.
NER activity lowered.
Georgi Sem.
I can always change it again if need be. So we might be in good standing with Mikhail, but neutral with Olivier. And we'll find that out when we do the next mission. Oh my god, Tatyana, shut the hell up.
Igor,
We know.
I need.
Yep, Kapachi, 5 out of 5. Awesome. Okay. Do I have all the clues for this yet? Oh, we have all the web of lies. Here we go. Let's do it. And we're still missing 2 for the Black Stalker, but we have everything we need for Web of Lies. Run simulation. Oh. Take a lot of time, better leave for the evening. Alright, guess what we're doing at the end.
Help! Eva! Polmagitya! Oh, the devils are coming for me. I can see them skulking in the bushes. They sniff me out, the dirty rats. You have to help me, Mousy. I am the only one who can defeat the Rat King. The junkyard in Kopachi. You hold the fate of the world in your hands. Please, hurry.
I'm really glad this isn't time-based. So for this one, I'm just gonna cut out, unless there's like new events, then I will keep those in, but everything else is gonna be cut out.
How's it hanging, Professor Egghead?
Mikhail, what is that devilish cacophony blasting from our radio?
Ah, you're obviously no fucking Gopnik, but you'll learn. This is the music of the zone. But you were born here. How can you not know this stuff?
Well, don't forget I spent many years in the UK. James fucking Bond, remember?
Right. You definitely missed some vital history, like the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Yanayev Uprising, and Hard Bass.
The last one sounds especially ominous. What's that?
Not a big music fan, huh?
I love music. Listening to Tatyana play the violin is one of my fondest memories. Sibelius, Rachmaninoff, Stravinsky, Prokofiev, Shostakovich, even Vivaldi.
Jesus H. Fuck Nugget! You must be like 100 fucking years old!
I'm not, though I feel like it sometimes.
We need to remedy this situation pronto. I want you to listen to Sex, Kvass, and Hard Bass. It'll change your understanding of music forever.
I have absolutely no doubt about that.
What's new, Igor?
Nothing much. What about you? Still thinking about Anton?
Yeah, we had some great adventures together as mercenaries.
I remember Anton talking about Kashem. What was that all about?
Kashem was a nasty piece of business. How much do you know about the civil war in Syria?
Not much. I've had other things on my mind.
You and the rest of the world. Nobody cares about those people. For the big players, Russia, the US, China, Most of these war-torn countries are nothing but a playground for testing their weapons and making policy. It's called war by proxy. Us mercs usually play a supporting role to the armies on the ground, supplying intel, equipment, and tech. There's an unspoken rule that we never attack each other directly, but sometimes we get in each other's way, and then things can get out of hand. That's what happened in Kashim. Assad's forces, backed by Russian mercenaries, clashed with the SDF, which was supported by the US. The US used dozens of drones, fighter jets, and helicopters to pretty much annihilate the opposition. Anton and his mercenary buddies weren't equipped to deal with that kind of air superiority. He watched some of his friends die, and came close to getting killed himself.
I admire your bravery and dedication, Olivier. And Anton's. Still, I can't help but wonder why we keep killing each other over some godforsaken strip of land. It goes against everything I believe.
And I admire your idealism, Igor. But you're in the minority, and sometimes violence is the only way to solve a problem. That's something I think you're going to learn in the near future.
Sup, Igor?
I'm okay. What's on your mind?
Exploring Pripyat sometimes reminds me of my life in Moscow when I was a teenager. We used to live in one of those awful cheap flats called Khrushchevka.
I remember that. I used to live in one as well. They were the epitome of communist architecture.
Right. Small, narrow, and claustrophobic. Like a cage made of concrete. A scientist might say its size was inversely proportional to how much the family members hated each other. And somehow it seemed to shrink every year. There was this urban legend going round about the front door being too narrow to fit a coffin through.
I never heard that one.
So, it was better not to die inside. You feel me? I wonder all the time what really happened to my parents. I never even went to their funeral. I had to run. But that's a story for another day, I guess.
I'm really sorry
Jesus.
about your parents, Sashko.
That's rough, dude.
Howdy, Professor.
Hi, Olga. What's going on with you?
I just remembered something. I thought you might find it interesting. I was guiding a group of biology researchers from America a couple years ago. I showed them around the Red Forest and everything. They were taking measurements, and one guy told me that the trees had barely changed since the incident. I hadn't really thought about it till now. But it really does feel like this whole place is a snapshot of the past, like a butterfly caught in amber.
That's probably due to the radiation. It almost wiped out the microorganisms living on the forest floor. There's almost no decay, so the trees don't rot like they normally would. I mean, they are decaying, but extremely slowly.
So it's almost like time stopped in the Red Forest after the explosion. I find that weirdly romantic.
Not my kind of poetry, but I can appreciate the sentiment, Olga.
Right, let's go to bed and, Alright, we already did this one by accident. Alrighty, simulation ready of Web of Lies. Let's do it. Entering virtual reality will put you in a state between reality and dreaming. It will take all night to uncover the secrets of the past. Are you sure you want to end the evening? Yes. Okay.
Yes, comrade. We think that this subject could be the key. Patient Zero. Yes. She was pregnant. Only a couple of weeks. Yes, we were surprised too. No, she won't tell us who the father is. Based on the intel that our friends in the KGB provided us with, we've got two possible candidates. Unfortunately, one of them is already dead.
Okay. This is what happens. You visit the places where you found all
Absolutely,
the...
comrade. We've taken every precaution to make sure that Amelieva and her child are safe and sound. We're very curious, too. We could be on the brink of something big here. Yes, I will keep you posted.
Dear God, Tanya? She was with child? Our child? And she was this patient zero. They were using her for their experiments from the start.
Oh, shit. So, what I was about to say was, you actually visit the locations where you found the clues and the evidence, but... And one of them is dead, so they're talking about Boris. Her, like, other lover or whatever. Prison cell, June 11th, 1990, in the evening.
My little bird, my little sweetheart. Soon you will see the blue sky, the meadows. You will hear the sound of the ocean, smell the pine trees, feel the sunlight on your face. You're a very special boy. You have a bright future ahead of you. I want you to go far, far away from here and be happy.
Oh my gosh, she was pregnant. Oh my god, 30 years. So she's been missing for 30 years. So our kid has to be... What? 30? That means Igor would be however old.
Don't be afraid. I will always be close to you. In your heart, in your deepest memories, find me there.
It's time. We have to hurry.
I love you, my sweetheart. Your mommy loves you very, very much. Now go.
Tanya was kept prisoner here. And her child. Did someone take it away from her?
Oh my god. Oh, this is so sad. And you can't run in here, but oh my god, that's absolutely horrendous. I did not expect that. March 23rd, 1991, Science Division. Interesting.
Yes, this is regrettable. My men are looking into it.
Regrettable? It's a fucking disaster. How could you let this happen? If someone finds out...
Mind your tone, comrade. I was fighting in Afghanistan when you were still pissing in your underwear. Now the boy suffered from acute autism. Couldn't even speak. My bet is he's probably lying in a ditch somewhere.
Is he talking about our child? I'm pretty sure that they did not give her the proper treatment that she needed while, you know, she was expecting.
However, he couldn't have escaped on his own. Someone helped him.
Are you saying it was an inside job?
It's too soon for definite conclusions, but yes, I would say so.
So, it must be a spy, a CIA asset.
You KG people see spies everywhere. That probably explains why your arrest records are so high. Saddam is on the brink of invading Kuwait. I'm sure the CIA has more pressing problems than your research. No, this is not the CIA. This is someone closer to home. Don't worry. I intend to find out who.
Look, General, I'm sorry I spoke out of turn before. I really do appreciate your work. You are vital to our efforts. The Duga project and our research, it could be bigger than nuclear weapons, bigger than even the space wars. A lot is at stake here, even the future of the motherland. I already spoke with some of the party members, and...
Let me be frank with you, comrade. The Soviet Union is falling apart at the seams, and I don't think anything can prevent that from happening. I'm not a scientist, but I've seen enough to know that this, Chernobylite, on the other hand, could be the key to our future. We all have to do whatever's necessary to prepare for it.
So, Tanya had a boy, and he escaped. Was it mine? God, if it was, I can't. Ah, compose yourself, Igor. Looks like the KGB was trying to expedite the Chernobylite experiments. Maybe they were even hoping that the findings would prolong the life of the Soviet Union. Clearly, they didn't succeed.
Damn. Jesus. That is rough. Black Stalker, we're still missing 2 clues. Right.
Dear Igor, apologies for this pre-recorded message, but it's for your own safety. I found something that will help you in your search. The documents are on the roof of the Pripyat hospital. Come as quickly as you can and try to be discreet. My superiors would be very unhappy if they knew I was helping you.
I knew I could count on the old man. I would have contacted him sooner, if only I'd known he was here.
Why did Tarakan turn to you for help? He's been here a while. Surely he has other people who can do his bidding. He knows more about you and me than he's letting on. Watch out, my love.
Looks like the old loon can handle himself just fine. A trail of dead rats? Well, that can't be a coincidence.
Okay, then.
One last sweep and I'm done. Great. us for dinner. Hope it's not that fucking pea soup again.
That's a lot of blood. NAR must have really worked him over. I hope he's still alive.
Yeah, it seems he got free, too.
Keep digging. That was our friend you killed. You can thank your lucky stars we're in a hurry. Don't rush it. I want to watch him sweat away his last seconds before the bullet. For Misha.
If I'm going to act, it has to be now.
Stand down! Call for backup! It's us or him, boys! Shoot to kill!
Just wait one moment while I loot everything.
Divine Providence guided your hand. I'm too important to be killed by NAR's minions.
Looks like we're bound to keep running into each other anyway. Besides, I need allies. He's too unpredictable. I need to keep everything under control. No, we're gonna have him join us.
We seem destined to keep running into each other. So you might as well come on board.
Your heart is conflicted, Mousy. I'm not sure what to make of you. You helped me, but I cannot forget that you failed the great rat catcher's test.
You got what you wanted, didn't you? I covered your tracks, and the NAR didn't get into your place.
That's true, Mousy. I'll join you, but you're on probation. Make sure that you don't disappoint the great rat catcher again. Or me, for that matter.
That is a viable response. Alright, time to GTFO.
I've got some questions for you, and it's very important that you answer as best you can.
I will certainly try, Mousy.
Ask about the music box.
First, how did you get Tatyana's music box?
She came to me. The woman in the red dress.
She came to you? Where? When?
In my dreams. She has haunted my nights for years. She told me where to find it. The music box. She mentioned you, too.
What did she say, exactly?
She advised me that you could be an important instrument in the fight against the Rat King. She also wanted you to see the music box, to convince you that all this is real.
I keep seeing her too. At first I thought it must be my imagination, but...
No, don't say that. She is completely real. Don't doubt it for another moment.
Why was NAR trying to kill you?
Isn't it obvious, Mousy?
Nothing is obvious to me right now.
I'm the only person who stands between humanity and the Rat King. His minions will try to kill me every chance they get.
Okay, why don't you retire the act for a while? Who are you, really?
What act? There is nothing more real than this. Tarakan is more real than you are.
Does your name have some special meaning?
Tarakan means cockroach. And that is what I am. A humble being reborn from the ashes of Chernobyl's destruction. Tiny, but resilient. I used to be a person like you, Mousy. But when divine providence called upon me to face the Rat King, Tarakan was born.
Oh. Okay, then.
All right. Good talk.
Looks like I need to make another bed. Hey, let's go talk to everybody. And we have 4 points, so we can actually finish off a training.
Hey there, old-timer. What's cooking?
Nothing much. I need to remember to check the dosimeters.
Ain't radiation a stone-cold bitch? That raggedy-ass old man, the other one, I mean, was rambling about it not too long ago.
About what?
About Pripyat being contaminated even before the Chernobyl disaster. You're a scientist. Is there any truth to it?
Tarakan may not be the most reliable source of information in the zone, but in this case, he might be right.
Explain.
For starters, the choice of Pripyat as a location for a nuclear power plant was a mistake.
Was it? It's fairly secluded. Nothing but woods and swamps. Perfect spot to keep things secret.
Swamps, exactly. Swampland is very poor in certain minerals and elements. Same goes for the vegetation in this whole area. Because of this, the local plants absorb pretty much everything very quickly. Even if it's poisonous, like, for example, the radioactive isotope of iodine. Also, both the Soviet Union and some NATO countries have been testing nuclear weapons like crazy since the 50s, pushing millions of tons of radioactive fallout into the atmosphere.
Right. I watched something about that on YouTube. Castle Bravo, Tsar Bomber, serious shit.
And it only intensified leading up to 1963. The nuclear players wanted to conduct as many tests as possible before the PTBT came into effect.
PTBT?
The Partial Test Ban Treaty, an agreement between the USSR and the West that nuclear testing should be conducted underground only. But hundreds of nuclear explosions had already polluted the atmosphere all over the world, including over Chernobyl. If someone had bothered to take a Geiger reading of the marshes around Pripyat before building the power plant, they'd have found out it was already irradiated.
Unfucking believable.
Yeah. Alright, so let's finish off Sashko's training since we talked to him first.
Sashko, your experience...
About what? I can show you.
Shotgun.
Fantastic.
Hitting a stationary target is easy. Hitting something that moves is the real challenge. But you know that, right?
Yep.
I know you have a brain, regardless the condition of your body. NAR soldiers and shadows won't just stand there like mannequins when you go gunning for them. You have to be quick and precise. More or less thanks to pellet dispersion. I'll hide behind cover and toss you a few cans. Trying to hit them. Not me, though. I know it may be tempting. Just kidding. Point the barrel in the right direction. Wait for the right moment and fire. I'm ready when you are, old geezer.
Oh, good God, this is gonna...
Ready?
No.
Ready? Nice shot. Those cans are terrified, I can tell.
I only hit one.
You're making real progress, but ease up on the trigger. Jerking on it pulls the barrel upwards. Squeeze it gently, like clicking on a ballpoint pen.
I only hit one out of those
Good to
3.
see you're still in shape. It'll come in handy.
Alright. Let's go talk to... Who's this? This is
Hi,
Olivia.
Igor. I trust everything's going well.
Yes. Yes, what about yourself?
I'm as well as can be expected.
You've been through a lot, haven't you?
Yes. I've seen some really fucked up shit since I became a soldier of fortune. I fought Somali pirates, trained insurgents in Latin America. I even helped squash an uprising at a diamond mine in Africa.
You never felt what you were doing was somehow wrong?
I never really thought about it. War is all I've ever known. Besides, it's a matter of perspective. To NAR, you and me are the bad guys. Reactionaries, terrorists.
You're overthinking this.
Here's
Don't
the
worry.
point.
I remember where my loyalties lie, and who's paying me. Besides, I still have a score to settle with that Black Mask freak.
Howdy, Igor.
Hello, Olga. What's on your mind?
Do we have any fresh fish?
What? Why would you even ask that?
I'm sick of canned food. I can't remember the last time we had something fresh.
Okay. I'll let you know if I stumble across some clam chowder or caviar. Maybe you'd like a nice Chardonnay to wash it down?
Okay,
There's
don't
no
be an
call to be a
asshole.
wise ass. I know very well what can and cannot be found in the zone. But what would you say about setting up a fish farm?
A fish farm?
Yep, we could all use more protein in our diet.
Funny you should mention it. When I started working at the Chernobyl power plant, there was a rumor about the KGB breeding fish in the cooling pools.
Really? Did the fish get big?
Sure, huge. And they came pre-seasoned too, with strontium-90. Not edible. I wouldn't chance fish farming anywhere in Pripyat, even today.
I guess that means I'm stuck with cans.
You and me both, sister.
That was so so informal. I didn't think he had it in him. Before I talk to him, let me get you some armor and a weapon. Oh, hi, Mikhail.
Yo, Professor K-Dog!
Oh my god.
Good day, Mikhail.
Ever heard of Kasparovsky?
Actually, yes. I was already living in the UK when he became famous.
When I was just a little shit, my auntie took me to Slavitich to see him. That's only 50 kilometers from Chernobyl. He came to perform psychic healing sessions for the liquidators.
Psychic healing my ass.
Why do you have to be like that, Igor? Why don't you try opening your mind? Just crack that solid steel skull of yours the tiniest bit and let the possibility of a miracle in.
It's just not my cup of tea. I deal with cold, hard facts. Everything else is fantasy, or at best speculation.
But there are alternate worldviews and scientific theories, no?
No, there aren't. Unless you can prove something using the scientific method, it's no more than someone's opinion.
But maybe different scientific worldviews can somehow coexist. It's all in our minds, after all.
He has a point.
Perhaps the Earth can be like a ball and like a pancake at the same time.
That's
Earth is
pushing
not
it.
a ball. It's a fucking oblate spheroid.
See? You're already coming up with alternate theories. Fucking A!
It's not an alternate theory.
I knew I could expand your worldview. I'm glad to have you as my friendo Igoro.
What
Not
the?
enough chit-chat. We got shit to do.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Oh my god. I love Mikhail. He's one of my favorites. I'm gonna grab this and put it over here. Do we have a spare chest plate? No? I gotta make one? Okay.
So, what does it do, Mousy?
What does what do?
Your magical thingy. Your fancy device. Orana?
Ariadne. It uses low-level radiation measurements to reconstruct past events.
Something like radiocarbon dating.
You surprise me, Tarakan. How do you know about these things?
I don't know, Mousy. They sometimes come to me, unconnected memories and bits of knowledge. The Rat King must be blocking them somehow.
Okay. You're not wrong. It's like carbon dating, but a lot more advanced, and in 3D. You see, every object is a dosimeter in a way, absorbing different types of radiation every millisecond. Ionizing radiation of thorium, potassium, uranium, and even cosmic rays. When it does, it creates a radioactive echo in time and space. With enough data, this echo can be traced and recreated using the Fractal VR simulator.
Does this mean you can see the past, Mousy? Is that how you hope to find out the truth about Tatyana and yourself?
That's the idea, yes.
A wise mouse once said, if you want to discover the truth, you need to ask yourself, what is truth? What you're looking for may not be what you find, Mousy.
That's a risk I'm willing to take. Nothing is more important to me than Tatyana.
Don't be so sure, Mousy.
Oh, that's ominous. Oh, relationship bad. Ooh, never had a bad relationship status. But, show equipment.
Let me take a look at your gear.
Of course, Mousy.
Alright, where's the nice shopping? Alright, we're gonna give him that. And we're going to give him this. Let's actually see what he can give us. Camouflage. You've learned how to mask your presence and use your environment to your advantage. Your opponents have more trouble noticing you. Enemies will need more time to notice Igor. Okay, that's good. Saving. You have learned how to use your resources more sparingly when manufacturing structures and items. Everything built and crafted in the refuge is 10% cheaper. I wish this could have been used, early game, but alright. Software upgrade. Custom firmware allows you to perform more advanced scans of the surroundings, so you can also detect living organisms. That is nice. So what's 2? Able to scan the environment much more frequently. I'd rather that than the radius, which might in turn make things better with Tarakan. Oh, I like that. I very much like that. Huh. Yeah, we're definitely gonna hit this up first. Definitely. Alright, well, after that revelation, let's see. Oh, we're missing 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're only missing 6 more pictures. Ooh. Right, can I count? 2, 4, 6. Yep, 6 pictures. Awesome. Oh, this is exciting. I can't wait. Actually, where are we missing from? Moscow Eye is 2 pictures. Red Forest is 3. And the residential is 1. Alright. Gotta keep an eye out for that, but I have a feeling that's more storyline based than anything. But we're gonna go to bed now. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below. Don't forget to comment on your favorite part. and what you think is going to happen in the port. And I'm very surprised Tatyana has not come up and nagged us about some stupid shit. So that's always nice. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You know what to do. Scratch that subscribe button, peck that bell. You know what happens if you do. I hope you all are having a good one, and I will catch you next time.